Hey everybody, it's Joseph Shepard and welcome to Exposed After Dark. I don't know why I did that as a Halloween, but anyway, it's like exposed, but at the same time, we're gonna get a little bit naughty because it's Exposed After Dark. I have the absolute honor and privilege of welcoming somebody who I've been a big fan of for years. It's Jan.
Exposed After Dark with Joseph Shepard. With tonight's special guest, JanSport.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Joseph.
Hi.
Thanks for having me, baby.
No,
I'm so excited. We're both admirers of each other's work.
Oh, you should have won the Madonna Rusical. Just want to put that out there.
Take that up with RuPaul and Gigi Good. I do love Gigi, though. That was, when I watched it back, I was like, she was really good, huh?
Yeah,
and she was. They could have threw me a little bone.
They could have given you a little
They
bit.
could have threw me a bone.
I mean,
You know what? It's okay. I sold a robe, and I made more
Yes.
than the prize money with from
That
that robe.
face?
So
did you know that face happened? Like did you know in that moment that you were making a stank face?
I truly think like the real tea is like that was like the worst moment of my life, and so I kind of just like blacked out. I'm very privileged to say that was the worst moment of my life, by the way. At that point it was, but I just was like, you couldn't tell me anything. I was so gone. I was out of the room. When I heard that I didn't win, I blacked out and I was just furious. You could like, that was true emotion there.
Yeah.
Like I was so, I didn't know, like my world fell apart in that moment.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't know, but I'm glad it was iconic.
Yeah. Put it on a robe.
Put it on a robe and sell it, baby.
So many people wear it.
Jan was robed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Jan was robed. I love
Jan
that.
was robed. Yeah. I wore it for the reunion, and then people were like, "Okay, we need this."
Yeah.
And so I didn't even release that when it happened. I released that literally after the season, and then people just were like obsessed with it. I was like, okay. I was like, we can make something happen over here. Yes, God.
I also love that you did it as a robe. Like,
Right.
why did you decide that?
You know what? Actually, it was it kind of, I guess, was just a happenstance, because we, as season 12, were like, okay, we're doing our reunion from our houses. Let's make it like a slumber party vibe. So we all decided that we were going to dress up like, give it a slumber party. And I was like, okay, I want to have like the curlers. Like I knew it was a moment, and I was like, let me just make this like fun little face on a robe. And I was like, that'll be like my sleeping robe, and that'll just be my look. And then it just kind of took on. So if we didn't decide on a sleepover thing, I don't even know if it would have happened.
So it's after dark.
It's after dark.
What do you like doing after dark?
Taking an edible and watching Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Prostitution whore, you are f***ing engaged 19 times?
That's what I like to do after dark, no shade.
Are
Like,
you a Real Housewives girl?
Absolutely.
Every single franchise or no?
Not every single franchise, but I'm really trying to expand. Like, I don't really know, and this is crazy, like, I don't really know any Orange County, and I feel like that's the one to know. But I am like New Jersey. Like, I grew up in New Jersey. I'm from there. Those are my people. And so that's really my number one. Obsessed with Salt Lake. Are you a Housewives girl?
I am a Salt Lake. I do OC. I do New York. I do Beverly Hills.
Love Beverly Hills.
I feel like there's one more.
Atlanta.
I used to.
Okay.
I have not started the New Jersey train though.
I have to say, and maybe I'm just really, I think I'm just really biased. It's just, to me, it's the best one. Like the attitudes, it's also because I grew up with these women.
Yeah.
Like I know all of those
know.
women, and I could like hang with those women. Like I see myself being represented by those women, and I love that for me. I love that for New Jersey. Oh, it's so good. The dynamics are crazy. It's all about like family and just like crossing each other. It's amazing. And this season is so good.
So you're a Salt Lake fan.
I am a Salt Lake fan.
Are you
Yeah.
a Mary fan?
I think Mary is hilarious television. I would never want to be in a room with her.
Same.
Or actually, I would want to be in a room with her, but I would want to watch her do her thing.
Do her thing. Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I think she's entertaining as fuck. Like that's the best. She's hilarious.
Little girl.
She does not give a fuck about what anybody thinks, anybody says, and she's so good. Heather Gay with the beach scene, like that's Emmy nominated. Like that needs to win an Emmy, an Oscar, something. It's so iconic. This season, Reality Von Teese,
Yes.
Monica, a one-hit wonder. Like, wow. We will never, like, it. It's so funny because I'm sure you are around the same age as me and you love reality TV from like, back in the day.
Oh, yes.
And I'm like, it's so funny because you go back and watch those shows and you're like, we're never going to get this again.
No.
We're never going to get this again. That moment, that season I was like, this is the closest we are. I was like, it takes a lot to genuinely shock people when it comes to reality TV these days. And that was shocking.
Because it was just pulled out of nowhere. And it was like, it happened so fast that literally you're like, oh my God. And like you said, reality TV, like gold. Like
Right. It's
early days.
early days. We need to get back to there. Well, that's what I like to do after dark. What do you like to do after dark?
I love a good edible.
Love.
I'm a gummy edible.
Me too, baby. Oh,
I
yeah.
have done chocolates and stuff, but don't really hit the same way. I do not smoke. I don't do the bonked up because like,
Sure.
ugh.
Not your thing.
Also, like when
You're not trying to dive into the waters of Darien Lake.
No, because
the bong
I
water.
also feel like when I start coughing or I start feeling like gross, and I'm like, oh, I get a head high, and then I'm
sick.
like,
Yeah.
no.
Sure.
But I love a good like Mario Kart night. I love a good like just putting on some really trash TV. Finding a really bad movie is one of my favorite things to do. I don't know why, but it's like when you're high and you're watching a bad movie, you get into that person, the director's head. You get into the writer's head, and you're like, this is a piece of shit, but I understand where you're coming from.
Baby, cut to me seeing Cats in theaters 4 times. I'm probably one of the only people who bought the movie on Amazon. It's like my favorite bad movie. It's because it's so bad that it's good.
Yeah.
It is just like on a different level of craziness. And I'm like, that's for me. Like, that's exactly for me. What's your favorite crazy movie? Like, what's your bad movie that you love to go to?
Sounds really bad. It's The Terrifier.
Oh my god. Oh, I hate you. Oh, I hate you.
I don't think I know her.
It's this little clown right here.
Okay. Oh, that is scary. I didn't even notice her.
It's a B-level movie.
Okay.
Gory horror movie, whatever, but it's so stupid that
Sure.
like it would be like, okay, let's say that like,
He's frightening.
right? Let's say that your head was about to get run over in this
Okay.
movie, a horror movie.
Okay.
And then when it goes to happen, it looks like a pumpkin was hit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so
it's camp.
stupid.
It's camp.
It's so
yeah,
camp.
it's so campy.
I love a good campy
love
movie.
That. Oh, absolutely. You know what campy movie that I love too to watch, and this I think is an actual good film. Barb and Star. If I need
Barb and
to
Star
like,
is so good.
Yes! If I need to go and watch anything, it's always Barb and Star is my first go-to, especially when I'm high. I'm just like, y'all are gonna make me laugh.
Yes.
I
Reba
love it.
coming out of the water.
Totally. Your room 611? Oh my God, we're 143. Like, what? So funny. That's so good. Like, they're crazy. I love that movie so much. We needed to really rally around that one, and we didn't. And we need more movies like that because we need to support women, and 2, we need to support funny women. And that film was so good. And I feel like people are now understanding a little more of the iconography that was going on in that filmography.
So you said that you feel like people need to respect that more. What are other things that you think people should respect more in the entertainment world? Is there any other TV shows or music or songs or things
That we're sleeping on?
Yes.
Oh. Let me really think about that. What are we sleeping on? That
or
we're-
have slept on?
Or have
Like,
slept on that is in those
I always go
What
to.
do you think? Yeah.
I always go to Hillary Duff Sparks. I'm like,
so good.
I'm
No,
like, it was a moment.
the whistle?
But the issue was the issue was she put out a music video where there was like, it was Tinder sponsored or Bumble sponsored or something, and there was all these stops in it. That was her issue.
product placement
Yeah,
and not
honey,
in a good way.
no.
Sure. I do think that people really need to there's an artist that I love and her name is Yeba. Do you know Yeba?
No.
Yeba is like the best singer on the planet and she has the most vibey fall album and I really love her. Like we need to really step it up for her. There's a new artist too. Her name's Chapel Roan. I think that
love
if
Chapel.
if people could stop sleeping on her, because I don't think we've talked enough about her this year. We haven't talked enough about Brat Summer. No, I mean those are truly the two girls that are ruling this summer right now. They are we need to keep amplifying them, not sleep on them. They are so good. I'm obsessed with Miss Chapel. Oh,
she's amazing.
I love the girl.
I also love that she loves the queens and she loves the culture. That is cool.
Her with Sasha Colby in Seattle.
Iconic.
Like, come on.
You go on a fucking late night show and you're mentioning Sasha Colby and drag queen. Like, what is this?
Mama, that is mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
We also, this is what I will say too, really getting into what I actually want to say. I think we need to stop sleeping on musicals. We need to really get back into Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
Broadway is so much fun.
Oh, yes.
We need to start having fun in the theaters again, like, and not
Grindr.
doing it not what?
So
Grinder?
not Grindr in the theaters.
I can get into that too. You know what I mean? Sleeping on, sleeping with, you know what I
Yes.
mean? Very that. But I think we need to, I think the musical theater world is having a little bit of a renaissance right now. So I'm happy to be a part of that wave with Drag the Musical.
Oh, yeah.
But like, let's get back into theater. We need people to know that theater's fun.
Oh, and one more person before we get into your spinning the bottle. Oh, you did that too. Everybody's been doing that. Jade, Little Mix. I don't want anybody to sleep on her.
Angel of my dream. Come on. Everything. And you know what? Even Perry's single, Tears, very
Yes.
good as well. Yeah, we need to support these women. We need
Like,
to support these women.
I always feel bad for the UK girls because I feel like they always they could do well in the UK, but they never cross over properly to the US.
Right. It's hard.
And I'm like, come on. Like, this is the music I want.
Right. Oh, absolutely. I love England. The music there is amazing. The best part about going out to any bar in truly Europe is that it's pop music. You are singing songs on a Saturday night. It's not it's not circuit. It is pop music, rarely a remix, and we're having fun. I'm like, baby, we need to bring that to America. America's missing camp.
Yes.
America doesn't understand camp like the UK does. It is so much funnier over there. And I mean, I feel like as like queer theater flamboyant people, like that just really speaks to us. And I'm like, y'all gotta get into this hard.
I mean, I hate going to a bar or a club and they are playing like you said, like
Right.
But it was like 2 weekends ago, and they played Chapel Roan's "Good Luck, Babe," and the whole place just started singing, and I was like, "This
That's
is what
like-
I love."
That's like what a night out should be like. I mean, and like, yeah, I get like dancing like all sexy, like and like that's how you find like a man or any person on the floor. But it's also like if you're I also think on the flip of that, if you think somebody's really attractive and like you look across and they're like screaming out "Good luck, babe," like that's so much sexier in my opinion. I'm like somebody who has good taste in music and like loves to just like let themselves hang loose and like sing at the top of their lungs in a club. I'm like, that's hot to me. Like that's hot, you know?
That's hot.
That's so hot.
Well, when we get back from this break, Jan is going to spin the bottle to figure out what game we are going to play, and that's hot.
So hot.
Exposed after dark with Joseph Shepard.
Do you know what my favorite thing to do after dark is? Sex. I said it. And now that I got you thinking about it, now that I got your attention, let's talk about Freddie, the #1 rated and most inclusive PrEP clinic. PrEP is a pill that you take daily, and it reduces your risk of acquiring HIV. With Freddie, you can get your PrEP prescribed online, get it delivered to your door. It is discreet, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And it's also free for over 90% of Freddie patients. With 100% virtual consultations, you get your PrEP prescribed online and delivered to your door discreetly. I mean, what more can you ask for? Freddie even offers DoxyPep, which can be used to enhance STI prevention. So get started with Freddie's 1-minute PrEP questionnaire at gofreddie.com. That's GOFREDDIE.com to see if PrEP is right for you. And let's get back to the show, and you can think about what I'm doing after dark.
Exposed after dark with Joseph Shepard.
We are back. I'm here with Jan, who used to go by JanSport, and you are JanSporting Sport right now.
I am, baby. We are in the custom JanSport look. I have a collaboration with JanSport, my namesake. There is no cease and desist. We are in the clear. JanSport is back, baby. And yeah, I have this lovely little fanny pack that holds so many things in it. It's truly everything. And we have a backpack as well. And I mean, it's just really sickening. This was like the leftover fabric that they had.
That is so dope.
And my incredible designer, Casey Caldwell, made this out of the literal fabric that the backpacks are made out of. So.
How did that even come to be? Like, did you reach out? Did they reach out? Because when you got on Drag Race, you were known as JanSport, but you couldn't use the sport.
Right, yeah. So we reached out. My manager, Gina, shout out, reached out to them. And then they were like, yeah, let's like do something together. So we kind of started our relationship doing more of a, it was kind of like a series that we did online for back to school in COVID. So I was filming literally things in my house for them, like that were just with a bunch of fun YouTubers who were around, and I lived for it. But then when that went really well, we were like, all right, let's talk about why we're here. And we were like, let's make a bag. And so 2 years later, we got this bag, baby, and we're just selling them like hotcakes. You can get yours at mybestdutymerch.com, honey. And I'm obsessed with them. I'm really, really proud. I've always thought that
That's
I
cool.
had good merch, especially when I always love merch. If there's one thing that I'm wearing, it is like a shirt with a woman on it. I just love merch. And I was like, when I get on this show, I need to have the best merch.
Yes.
I need to have iconic merch. That is just like my favorite thing. It's a walking billboard for yourself. And there's just like truly, I don't know how I can top this. Like, this is just like my peak for this. I'm like, I guess we'll just do another bag and then like it'll just be a new design and we can keep doing them. But I'm like, I really gagged myself with this one.
It's
and that's
so
the goal.
dope.
That's the goal, you know, like you want to gag yourself.
Yeah.
And I did. It was really cool. I premiered them at DragCon UK back in January, and when like the first person walked back by my booth with it around their like chest or on their back, I was like, oh wait, like this isn't just like a product that I had in my mind anymore. This is like something that like people will use every day. There's so many people who tell me like, oh, this is my bag to go here. This is my everyday bag. Like I can put so much in all of these things. Like it's really cool. I'm very, very, very grateful for it.
Can I tell you what my merch idea would be?
Tell me.
It's so stupid.
There's no stupid merch ideas.
I want to, you know how Gwyneth Paltrow had her weird candles?
Yeah.
I want a candle.
Okay.
And I want it to be called my bussy. But what I want is the candle not to be flat. I want it to be like an ass,
Yes!
and the wick comes out right in the middle.
Oh my God. And as it shrinks, it just creates like a hole.
Yeah. Wow. Right?
Girl, prison, honey.
Because it's like, do you want to smell my bussy? You know what I mean? Like you can do whole commercials for it, 80s,
Whole?
90s. Oh, see? Whole commercials.
You got the idea and the platform, honey. Let's make it happen.
Well, let's make you spin the bottle and see what happens.
Okay. Here we go.
My great craft work.
No,
It was a trial.
I was
and it
really
an
kind
error.
of like, no, this is really legit.
Hole in the bowl.
Hole in the bowl. Okay. What's the game? Whoa.
So you're going to draw cards out of this bowl.
Okay.
You're going to draw 3 cards.
Okay.
And then you'll read the questions. You'll answer them.
Okay. Let me lube it up.
Oh,
This is a hole after Pride.
oh yeah. After a few prides. I would hope after a few.
Okay.
I mean, it could be after
2.
one.
Or do I do it? Should I do it one at a time?
No, just pull all 3 and then
Okay.
you can go off of them.
La 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 la. Do. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna start with this one.
What do we get?
If you could work with any other Drag Race contestant from any season, who would it be? Now, I feel like I have an answer to this, and I can't just pick one. I have to like talk about some of my favorite people that I have worked with that I would love to work with again in the future.
Okay.
The first person on that list is Peppermint. Peppermint is just everything that you've heard about her. She is the funniest girl, life of the party, makes everybody laugh. But the thing that I really respect about her, especially working with her, we did How the Bitch Stole Christmas together. And it was great because she kept the vibe really good and strong. Like we were having a really good time, but like she very much stood up for herself and was able to convey that in a professional way while still making every single person laugh. And it's infectious. She is just like one of my favorite people on the planet. I'm like lucky that I even get to be like in her circle at times. Like she is so fabulous. The other person is Aja. I love Aja so fucking much. She is such a key. She is hilarious. She makes me laugh like no one else. Like she is crazy. And just some of the things that come out of her mouth, like it's just incredible to witness. And like she's so puss.
She's also
like,
so real. She's so down to earth. She says what she needs. Like it just comes out her mouth.
The other person is Silky, and I love Miss Ganache. I'll tell you a quick story. So we were doing the Christmas tour, and in the dressing room, it was me, Silky, and Aja on our very first day. Aja is on the phone with her then house at the time. Like I think she was like mother of the house, and she was like ringing in the girls. Like they were all having like a full conversation about like their next competition, and I was so gagged. Like she was like, this is the stunt we need to do. And it was just like I witnessed like 8 incredible artists just going back and forth about like what they were going to do at the next ball. And it was and Aja was just leading the brigade. I was like, that's fierce. And Silky and I are just there fucking painting, like just not doing anything. We're just listening to this girl have a conversation. It was one of the funniest things I've ever experienced in my life. I love Aja. She's so fucking cool.
Those are good. Those are some good choices.
Yeah, and Silky too. It's funny because Silky and I think on All Star 6, we kind of had like a little bit of like a checkered beginning. Like it didn't necessarily fit us very well, but we both have so much love and respect for each other. And doing that to her, that day I was kind of nervous because I was like, I haven't seen Silky since like this season, and I just don't know what it's going to be like with her. And like just being in a room with her, like we were fun. We hashed it out in literally 2 seconds, and we had an amazing time for the rest of the tour. And she's like my girl. I ride for that bitch so hard. I live. Okay, next one. Okay, Miss Orange. Which drag queen from your season struggled the most? Well, I'm going to have to go with the one who got excommunicated from our season. She is a mess. That was a really crazy time. I was like, do you want me to go into it?
Yeah, go into it.
Yeah, so basically, like with the whole Sherry thing, she really was like such a liar about it. Like she was apologetic about it to our group chat after the fact that it had come out. But then she was like, when I left the show, like when we stopped filming, I went back home and I was like, I have to stop this. This is not something that I can do anymore. And I haven't done it since. And then there's screenshots of her doing it the week before. The week before, she's even telling us this, the week before we were announced. And I was like, Mama, I was just like, I don't trust that. I don't like that. I don't like you. This isn't something that aligns with me. And so I was like, if you can't even be open and honest with people who are a part of this experience with you, that it not only changes all of our lives together, but it also like affected like the season. Like people, it has like a cloud over it because people are just like, whoa. Every time that I go to watch myself on that season, or like anytime that I revisit an episode, like that's the first thing that you see going into the episode. And I'm like, God damn it. Like that's so crazy. So yeah, I would say that she struggled the most. Who else struggled? You know, it's interesting. I wouldn't necessarily say that she struggled, but I think it was just hard for us to catch a wave. But Britta is one of the best entertainers I've ever known. She is an incredible host. She was one of the first people that ever really let me have an opportunity in New York. And like the passion that she spoke about New York that became like a bit for her, like is genuinely the passion that she has about the city that we all consider to be the best place in the world to do drag. And I think that they just like did not, like, it just didn't align with the judges. It didn't align with like what they wanted to produce out of it. And it was hard to see because I was like, not only knowing that I was going to be on a season with her, but like she was like, I didn't even want to view her as competition because I was like, I want to make this to the end with you. Like, you're my girl. Like, we've traveled like all over the country, all over the world together before we were even doing Drag Race. And to see her feel Like to see her in that element of her not getting the response that I thought that she was going to get was very, very jarring to see.
And it's kind of like I've talked to Mayhem Miller.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel like there's a certain genre of drag queen that is amazing when you see them.
Yeah.
But they may not be meant for Drag Race.
Sure.
And I feel like
Totally.
Britta falls in that category. Like, I used to live in New York, see her all the time. Amazing. And
Right.
it's like, maybe Drag Race just isn't meant for some people. And it's like, that's the part that sucks, but you should see them live. Like, come on.
And I'll be honest, like, Britta was not... There were so many challenges where I think she was in the bottom that I was like, she should not have been in the bottom for this. Like, they're playing games with her. She should not have been in the bottom for the ball. She should not have been in the bottom for Snatch Game. She... Maybe the Rusical, I'll give her that. But that was like one thing that she messed up, and she was like really funny the rest of the time. I mean, the Madonna Rusical, I truly is one of the best of all time.
It's
Like,
so
it was
good.
very, very,
So
very good and competitive. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I love her so much, and I'm so happy that she's continuing to make a career for herself and stand up for what she believes in. And like, I'm so proud of her. Which drag queen did you get along with the least on your season? You know what? The people who I struggled with definitely were... It was definitely Silky. We just did not see eye to eye for those first couple of episodes. Scarlett and I even had a little bit of a moment because I think, well, it was interesting, and not that this like has anything to do with her. It more so has to do with me. I just was so... I wish that I can go back and do those seasons again, because I definitely would have gone into it with a completely different mindset of what I was actually signing up for. And everyone else, like, I was like playing the game. I was like, the weirdest thing was when I voted for Yara to stay and I voted Kyria to go home, and I was the only person who had made that decision. And everyone was like, you have to think for yourself, you have to do this, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, but like the track record and blah, 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 blah. I was like, I don't want people to see me in this, you know, like, I don't want people to think that I'm getting rid of like the best competition. I'm going to make sure that I like, you know, just vote for the person who I think should have gone home. And I mean, she was somebody to definitely call that out. And I live for it. I live for it. Scarlett's a great person, great TV, great friend. But that was tricky too, because like, we know each other from New York. She was probably the person who I knew the most in that room.
Yeah.
When I went on to All Stars, I didn't know anybody. And it wasn't like, I mean, I know them all from TV, but I didn't get the opportunity to go around and tour with people. I didn't get the opportunity to visit the fans and see what was going on, how people were responding to me in real time with the show. Like, I was doing stage it, doing somersaults onto my couch. Like, that was what my tea was. And it was just it was a very interesting time. Who else did I not?
Was Serena Cha-Cha on your season?
Yeah.
Have you ever bought a wig from Serena Cha-Cha?
I have actually.
And she gave it to you.
And it was good. She delivered it. Ariana Grande actually, it was an Ariana Grande, it was an Ariana Grande ponytail that I was like, girl, I need this. And I got it. And remember when Ariana made this thing with like her vocal mist that she had, like to just keep her voice good. And I did the same thing on a street. Like, I was just like, vibes. And so it was good. That was the only one that I bought from her though. Her tea when we did the show was, you walk in and you have to hit a mark, say your line, and hold for like 15 seconds. She did it 5 times. And just like wasn't really understanding or listening. And it wasn't a difficult thing to do. Like, you walk in, hit your mark,
And say that.
say your line, and pose. She had to do it 5 times. Pass the mark, was too short of the mark, would leave like when she said the line. Like, I'm dead serious. I gagged. We were all like, whoa. And I was like, maybe she's nervous. And I think she probably was. Like, I think that Serena had a very big feat to accomplish while she was there. Like, she had a lot riding on it. She, you know, second out on her season, and she was back for an All-Stars. Like,
And then she was what, first out?
yeah. She shouldn't have been. She should not have been in the
Who
bottom.
was the other one?
It was her or Trinity. And I will admittedly say, and I love Trinity K. Bonet. Oh my God. And she knows this too. But her comedy set was not good.
Yeah, it wasn't
It just didn't land. And maybe it would have landed more if there were more people in the audience, because it's very hard to do comedy in general,
Yes.
let alone with people who are your competition and judges when it's as I don't think people understand like how quiet it is in that room. You could hear a pin drop, and I mean that literally. When you are there, you have to create the energy. There is no energy coming to you. You have to create it, and there's nothing to bounce off of. So you are totally reliant on yourself, and that was very difficult. But I was like, I want to see Trinity, but I don't even think that. I don't even think Serena should have been in the bottom 2. I think she should have been in the bottom 3, but not the bottom two. Not the bottom 2.
Well, we're going to take a break. When we get back, you're going to spin the bottle again.
Exposed after dark with Joseph Shepard.
I have jumped out of a plane before. During the filming of All Stars, I was really high the entire time. My last thing, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I have had a train ran on me. Hi, I'm Aja, and my truth is that I got a train. No, I'm just kidding. And my truth is that I was really high during the entire filming of All Stars. I was stoned. I was gone, just like I am now.
Exposed after dark with Joseph Shepard.
And we are back. I'm here with Jan. I have a question.
What's up?
Are you a Brady Bunch fan? Like, did you like the Brady Bunch movies? Did you like ever be like, oh my gosh, Jan?
Oh yeah, there's like a little recording of me singing the Brady Bunch theme song like on my iPhone from when I was like 3 years old. Like I grew up on that show. Like I loved the Brady Bunch. I still do. And it's funny because I'm like Jan. Like it's just that's what people call me now. Like people will call me Jan more than they will call me JanSport. But I love that. I think Jan's so cute, and it's such a good show. Are you a fan of the show?
Oh yeah, and
Like,
the movies,
iconic.
100% too.
And it's funny, like bitch, I was really trying to give RuPaul something with that. Like my entrance line that they cut or that they wouldn't let me say was like, Jan, don't come back until you're pregnant. And then I wanted to like walk in and say that and just like be like ooh with like no stomach, but like I wanted to just like make a joke about it, and RuPaul was having none of it. Like I think she was like, we're not going there. We're not that like I'm not bringing that back in. But she's so funny in that movie. I love it.
So good. I always said if I was to be on Snatch Game, I'd play Eve Plum as Jan Brady.
Period.
Like, what are we waiting for? Come on, somebody. Let's spin the bottle and see what you get.
Okay. Rapid fire.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to read you some questions, and you will give your answers.
Okay. I'll try to be as quick as I can.
What does success look like to you?
Success to me means that I don't have any financial burden. I'm happy with where my career is at. I'm happy with my friends and my relationship with my family and my partner. That's what success looks like to me. As long as I can really take care of myself and be fulfilled with what I'm doing artistically, that is success.
Do you regret any decisions that you made while filming your seasons of Drag Race?
No, I think that it really just kind of like it's a part of my journey. There's nothing else that I feel like I could have done. I mean, I like retroactively, of course, I'm like, maybe I could have just like pulled back a little bit. But, you know, I think that my passion for what I do is probably what people admire about me the most. And so I wouldn't change anything.
What's the best excuse you have used for being late?
I mean, to be honest, I'm not somebody who is necessarily very late. I was a little late to this, but the LA traffic. Oh my God.
It's crazy.
The LA traffic. It's the best excuse because it's fucking true.
Yeah.
It's terrible here. God, I love New York.
Complete this sentence.
Okay.
I wish everyone could.
I wish everyone could go touch grass. We are losing the plot, America. We are losing the plot world. Y'all are crazy online. Log off, delete the account. Can I just tell you this? My mental health is through the roof right now. You know, want to know why? I deleted Twitter off of my phone. Delete the app. You will be so much happier in this life. Go to a park. Touch grass. Dead serious. Oh my God.
Dead grass.
Dead grass? Honey, let's bring it alive and put some water to the plants. My God.
If you could be a kitchen appliance, which appliance would you be and why?
If I could be a kitchen appliance, I would like to be, I would really love to be an air fryer. Those girls are real. They can do so much. They are so talented. What they are capable of is limitless. And I like to view of myself as that way.
What's the most interesting thing that we can find in your bedroom?
The most interesting thing that you can find in my bedroom. Wow. Fuck. What is interesting? My bedroom's very minimal. I'm trying to think of what is it. My Christmas tree's in my closet. Couldn't bother to put it anywhere else. I would have to say, like, I mean, I guess the toys. That's probably that. And by that, I mean, like, all of my dog's toys all over. My dog is very, very, very into toys. Like, that's his love language. And so our bed is just covered with, I'm not kidding you, probably like 30 toys just scattered around for him. Yeah. I love the guy. He's so cute.
If you had to eat a crayon, what color would you choose?
I would eat macaroni and cheese, baby. Macaroni and cheese.
And name one drag queen who is most likely to escape a desert island with you.
Ooh, okay. To escape a desert island with me, I am going to give a shout out to my sister, Izzy Uncut from New York City. She is the smartest, wittiest mind I know. We call her the MacGyver of drag because she always has an answer and a solution. So if I'm going to be on a desert island and make it out alive, it's with my girl, Izzy.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, that was rapid fire.
Period.
And we're getting close to closing things out.
Yes.
But you did not spin this, but I have to do it with you because I've been doing it with every girl.
Okay.
I have pictures from your past.
Yes! Holy
and we
shit.
are about to have you
Let's
go
dive
into
in.
these moments. Tell me where you've been, what was going on.
Archival, baby.
What was little Jan doing here?
Oh my God. I was going to the Ariana Grande concert in Philadelphia with my siblings. And I've been an Ariana stan since the jump. Like, I love that girl. I just am such a fan of her artistry. And yeah, I was just getting into makeup at that time. Like, I think I had just started doing drag.
Are those your natural brows?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
They're gone, honey. They're gone. She shaves them now. But yeah, those are my natural brows at the time. Mm-hmm. I was mugged there. No
You
shade.
were.
And look at my little pop socket there. Had the logo of JanSport on there.
Yeah.
Wow. Full circle, mama.
Oh, I gotta go one.
Oh, bitch. I'm nervous. That was like the real first time that I ever did drag.
Really?
That was on, I did a cruise ship contract straight out of college on Royal Caribbean. And it was called The Splendor of the Seas. And we were doing this Prince kind of show. That was like the aerial show in the like middle of the ship. And they were always like, okay, yeah, you can put a little makeup on, like make it a little more like androgynous. And I was just yanking it up more and more. And we were in Dubai. And I felt very stifled with like myself as a very flamboyant person. I've always been that way. And I was just like craving, like, I don't know, the universe was just guiding me to doing drag and to doing makeup. Like, I would get in makeup with all of the girls getting ready for the show, like doing their actual faces. And I was like, I'm going to put on more than you. And I was. And they were like, we got to put you in the gig. And so that was one of the dresses from the shows. That's one of the hairs that we used in one of the shows. And I am giving DJ Tanner the house.
I literally was about to say you look like Candace Cameron.
Yes.
Like, this is crazy.
That's the Candace Cameron that liberals want. Okay?
Yes,
exactly.
Not the Candace Cameron that we got.
No. Yeah, that was like my very first time in like true drag.
That's insane. Because you look like a fucking woman.
It's giving doll. It's giving lady.
Soccer mom coming for you.
Exactly. Soccer mom going to the benefit at the school to raise money for the kids.
Yeah.
I love. Oh my God. Sexy. Highlights, muscles, titties. It's after dark, baby.
Yes.
This was in LA. This was actually during the first Drag the Musical. And I was really getting into shape for the show. I was just living my life here in LA. The thing that I love about LA is that it's very easy to, I feel like, get into a very healthy lifestyle out here. And I was enjoying that. And I had routine for the first time in my life. Or in my like recent life. And I was just really into the fitness, baby. And we're gonna get back to that with Drag the Musical now. Get ready, y'all. The body's about to drop very soon. Not that I'm not happy with what I got going on right now. The ass is assing. But I mean, that I looked good. Yeah.
And also, I will say, you have very nice areolas.
Thank you. The men love them.
Do they?
Oh yeah. The men live.
Basically.
If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But if you like it, you fucking love it.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining.
And now I want to go to this, baby.
Yes. The Entertainment Weekly. That was crazy. Yeah, that's my JanSport. That was shot by Tanner Abel, an iconic photographer in New York. I'm sure you've seen his work all over the place. And yeah, we were just like, baby, we need to get the shot for the rollout. And that's like, it was it's truly like my proudest moment of me in drag.
So cool.
I just like, I still can't believe that it's real. Like it's so hard when you're in it sometimes to really zoom out and to be like, whoa, bitch, you did that. But,
yeah.
And I'm still kind of living in it right now, but like, I'm even getting a little emotional about it. I'm like, that is so, like, I could never imagine that that's the reality of what would have happened with this. With just picking my name like that, like a friend on a whim told me that would be a funny name, and like now I have a collaboration with them. Like it's just like limitless to what we can do, and it's really cool. I'm very, very grateful.
Well, Jan, my last question for you.
Yes, Joseph.
I have every single queen. Give me 3 statements at the very end. 2 are lies.
Okay.
And 1 is a truth about yourself.
Okay. 2 lies and a truth. First one. I am still a practicing Catholic.
Okay.
Second one. I made a producer on Drag Race cry because I was very angry with them.
Okay.
3. Me and my dad were born on the exact same day.
Well, let us know in the comment section below what you think Jan's truth is, and we will reveal it in the next episode. I'm Joseph Shepard. You can find me at Joseph A. Shepard on all social medias. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Jan, where are you?
JS and JS. Oh my God.
It's the...
Honey, Kismet, we meant to be. We are on social media, on Instagram at JanJanJan. Like I said, baby, not on Twitter anymore. Do not go find me there. And then I am on TikTok at JanSport NYC12. And I'm having fun over there, so come join the party.
Hey. Thanks so much for being here, Jan.
Thanks for having me, honey. I love you too.
Until next time, I'm Joseph Shepard. That is the beautiful Jan. Bye.